Hello guys, it's Luke from the Free Ammons here. Welcome to All the Gear, No Idea, the show that I do on weekends where you control the topics, you control the questions, and you control where the show goes. I've got the computer, I've got the internet. If you've not subscribed here already, please do. But let's get on with the show. I'm looking forward to it. I hope you are too. Hello guys, it's been a while since I've done a live show. A couple of people messaged me on Twitter in the week saying, are you going to start doing these again? When I get the time, I will. My missus has been off a couple of weekends in a row, so fitting around doing some live shows at the weekend has been quite hard. Finally, she's gone back to work, and I can start doing some live shows, and not have to have family time. So I thought I'd do a little one this morning. We can build up to the game. We can talk about the Manchester United game. We can talk about how well the performances were against Aston Villa and stuff like that. If you do want to come on in a little while, I'll put the link in the chat. Any of you guys that watch Hammer's chat will know how it works. Click on the link. You can come on 5-10 minutes, have a little chat. Ask me some questions about West Ham. Ask me what my opinions are. Put your opinions out there so we can spark the chat off. Entirely up to you guys where the show goes today. We can even look at the Premier League fixtures today and how they could affect West Ham in terms of where we might finish today. Can see a few people watching. No one's brave enough to say hello in the chat yet. So I'll start and wait. Let's have a look at the fixtures today, shall we? Let's have a look at the Premier League fixtures today. So at the moment, there's some games that could seriously affect us today in terms of progression. So I hope you can see me, and I'll just check you can see me as well. You can. Right. So today, Aston Villa, Arsenal. If we're looking at that, a draw would be a fantastic result, wouldn't it? I do love seeing Arsenal keep losing now, I have to say. And I expect Aston Villa to beat them, actually. I think they will get a backlash from the West Ham game, Aston Villa. Arsenal really wobbly this season. I'm hoping Aston Villa do them. But a draw would be a good result for us. Burnley and Brighton doesn't really affect us, really, sort of down the bottom one. Newcastle, Southampton. Be nice if Newcastle could do us a favour. Again, playing a little bit hot and cold. They're slightly better than they have been for a while, Newcastle. Southampton obviously will be coming to do some justice after that 9-0 defeat in the week. Hopefully Newcastle can do us a bit of a favour there. Looking at us, obviously, we'll talk in depth about that game, but I'm hoping we can get the win today. And then I noticed Gonzo said it in his video this morning about big teams playing each other and a chance to maybe go third next weekend. We're not looking ahead of ourselves, but, if we beat Fulham, games go well this weekend, beat Sheffield United, we could be sitting in third. But, let's look at this game. So Manchester United versus Everton. Again, a draw would be a fantastic result for us, wouldn't it? In terms of, no one's getting loads of points. Manchester United, obviously, well and truly going for the league this year. I think City are going to win it. But, that's a game that definitely affects us, this one. And then tomorrow's fixtures, obviously, Tottenham, West Brom. Well, maybe a rare time I'll be cheering for Sam Allardyce tomorrow, I think, because I love seeing this Tottenham thing carry on. I do. It's hilarious. Wolves, Leicester, another one. If that's a draw, we've got an opportunity to push on there. Manchester City, Liverpool, another game up there. I expect Manchester City to beat Liverpool, and then hopefully we can go above them. Chelsea, Sheffield United. Again, maybe Sheffield United could do us a favour there, and Leeds Palace. And then look, just as I was saying, like you look at next week's fixtures as well. Look, Leicester, Liverpool, Manchester City, Tottenham. That's about it really that affects us. But you can see they're starting to play each other. Liverpool, Everton, West Ham, Tottenham, obviously. Then we play Manchester City, Leicester, Arsenal. That all teams are starting to play each other around the bottom now. So it's it's some good stuff going ahead there. Danny K, the man I thought was Danak. Danny K says 3-0 West Ham. I hope so, mate. Be fucking... Oh, I swore for the first time ever. It'd be brilliant if we do win on a Saturday morning. Absolute disgrace. So predicted lineup for West Ham. I wouldn't change too much, mate. I'll be honest with you. Fabianski in goal, picks himself. Sufal picks himself. Ogbonna, Dawson, Cresswell, Rice, Souček picked themselves, which is brilliant to be able to say, that you can actually more or less pick the West Ham 11 now. Ben Rama has to start again. Jesse Lingard has to start purely because he won't play in the FA Cup game. So you may as well put him in. It's the right side, isn't it? It's the right-hand side which, causes the dilemma. Is it going to be Bowen come back in or will he stick with Fredericks? I think Bowen's better for the attacking option, but then you've got to say Fredericks did well to justify a start. But I think Bowen will come back in. And then you're looking, what about Fornells as well? But these are great options to have on the bench. And then are you looking at Antonio up front? Yarmolenko up front. It's a real tough one because the league is there, it's in our hands in terms of, you win your games, you stay up there. But that cup is so important as well. And you want Antonio fit for that cup game on Wednesday night. So, I expect Antonio to play. But hopefully, mate, if you're saying you're 3-0, hopefully we do that early. And then, who knows, mate? Who knows? Hopefully he can come off, bring on Odebeku. And then we can see, some of that and hopefully win it quite comfortably and professionally. Sorry, mate, still waking up morning. Yeah, sorry for the earliness, guys. Literally, I've quite a busy day, but I really wanted to do a live show for you guys just to say thank you, really, for, the subscribers are going up, the views are going up. So, yeah, good stuff. I think we're going to smash Fulham. Looking forward to it. What's going on with on this stream is buffering. Is the stream okay now, guys? Let me know. Let me know if the stream's doing all right. Spurs versus West Brom, a 6-pointer. And Danny Kate says, I prefer Bowen. Let me just check all my internet. You know what it might be? It might be because my daughter's watching something as well. Yeah, right. So if you want to come on, guys, put in the chat, I want to come on, and I'm going to put the link out there in a minute, and you can come on and have a little chat with me if you want. You don't have to show your face. You can just do your voice. We do it a little bit, our Amish chat do it, like a bit talk sporty. You can tell me what you think about today's game and stuff like that. Brian Patterson says, when Frederick has played well this season, he's played well. Sorry, I've read that wrong, haven't I? When Frederick has played this season, he's played well. Deserves to keep his place. Yeah, mate. When we had that little blip at the beginning of the season, he was probably one of the better players. The Newcastle game, which was awful, that first game of the season, he was one that could hold his head up. Him and Sufal did a job. It gives us definitely some solidarity on that right side. Not that Bowen, is shy of the defensive work, but gives that extra bit. He has got one thing he does have over Bowen is just raw pace. He's got fantastic pace, and if he could get some quality in terms of his crossing and stuff, who knows? He may be really treading on Bowen's toes. Because one thing you've got to dig out with Bowen is his decision making, and he can be very greedy for me. Bowen, don't shoot the messenger. It's my opinion. I don't know what you guys think of Bowen, but I find Bowen can be really, really greedy. I like the guy, but there's definitely some little tweaks in his game and decision making, and that he needs to work on for me. Tim says 3-1 win for the Hammers. I hope so, mate. Be bloody brilliant, wouldn't it? Be brilliant if we can do that, and then go and do Sheffield United as well with our Tevez masks on. Evening from Brisbane at 8 p.m. Like I say, guys, if you do want to come on, just say in the chat now. I'd like to come on. As I assume, I'm expecting maybe Irish Tommy to come on in a minute, and maybe Andy Miles might wake up and come on, or anyone. If you want to come on, have a little chat. We'll probably go for about 45 minutes, hopefully, and just talk about the game, talk about the FA Cup, and build up to it. Andrew Fielding says, if Souček is Moises Fellaini, then he's Dawson, he's Jagielka. Good analogy there, mate. Good comparison. But Moises said himself that Souček is his Cahill. Cahill really, doggy Aussie, weren't he? Good in the air, really aggressive player. And then, with Jagielka, is he the Dawson? But, with Dawson reminds me of Ginge. No nonsense. He's not going to do some extravagant, bring it out the back like Ogbonna does and spray a pass. But, he's certainly going to do the right stuff. He's going to do the right stuff, yeah. Oh, here we go. Jazz wants to come on. Right, Jazz, I will put the link in the chat, mate. It'd be nice to talk to you, mate. There we go. It's in there. Yeah, Jazz says 2-0 today. And he don't mind coming on. So Jazz will be coming in a minute. Guys, there you go. I've put it in there. If you want to come on, just click on that link and it will send you to this website, and then you go into the special Free Hammers green room. And then once I'm ready to have you on, I'll press the button and let you come in. Husey says, love the show. Benrahma to score today, 3-0. Would make me much happy. Much happy? That's really good grammar for a PE teacher. Would make me very happy if Benrahma scores today. I must say I'm a bit claret and blue sunglasses with Saeed. I was saying it in work. You know, there's certain players that, because the guy I work with is a Newcastle fan, and apparently a lot of Newcastle fans don't like Miguel Almiron. And, you know, but he and another guy I work with is a Newcastle fan. He's like, oh, I love Miggy, love Miggy, love Miggy. And I'm like that with Benrahma. You know, I will not slag off Benrahma. Let me know if there's any players like that for you. Is there any players where you just, oh no, I don't really give them any stick, and I won't give them stick. Souček must be amongst the highest scoring midfielders from open play in the last year. Surely, mate. And like I say, you take penalties away from the old bucktooth from Manchester United. I can't stand him. Bruno Fernandes, you know, and he's top midfield goal scorer in the Prem, you know. And he showed a different style of goal, didn't he, the other day? You know, that low drive. He took that fantastically. You know, he's not just a header of the ball. He's constantly dangerous with the headers. But, real top player. He's the one I'm more nervous about keeping, actually. I think Rice might stay for another year at least. But, yeah, Jazz is in now. So let's see what Jazz has got to say. Hello, Jazz, mate. Nice to have you on. Nice to meet you, mate. Nice to finally meet you.
Yeah, good morning, sir. Good morning. How you doing, Luke? You all right?
I'm good, mate. I'm really good, really good. Thanks for commenting on the channel the other day. Always nice to see comments on our channel.
Yeah, that's right. I know you guys appreciate a bit of banter and a bit of
definitely, mate.
To and fro, you know. Yeah, how you been anyway? Very early,
good, mate. Good, mate. Just doing work, waiting for half term.
yeah, everyone's in different sort of places, aren't they? My children are at university, so they're stuck at home as well. I'm working from home since March. Everyone's in a different situation, and people who've got children at primary school, they're having to do that homework all at home, aren't they? They're kind of fed up with that, really. Yeah.
No, that's it, mate. Mad time. But
at least our club is lifting the gloom in our lives, and for once, we're all kind of quite happy, aren't they, with that side of things?
No, mate, I actually enjoy watching West Ham again. It's been a while, you know. It's been a while that I don't dread games at the weekend, you know, and have to make reviews about absolute dross.
Yeah. And I tell you what, it's getting to a point. I remember the 86 seasons. We win and we think, okay, I was half expecting. Now that's fine. It's like we're not surprised anymore the way we're turning up. I think consistency is the key, isn't it? That we're kind of producing more than ever before, I think, this season.
Yeah, and a consistent first 11, mate, I think is so important. You know, players start learning each other's runs. They learn when they're going to go, they're not going to go, and how to cover each other. Like, when is it? Someone asked me early on, just before you come on, said, what's West Ham's predicted 11? You can say it every week what it's going to be.
You can, but what's even more impressive is when David Moyes has to bring the odd one or two in, they fitted in the puzzle perfectly. People like Dawson, when Masuaku went away, then someone else came in and fitted that role. You saw Lingard the other day, how he fitted the puzzle. Yeah. So even when we're losing the odd one for a couple of weeks or so, it's kind of the next one on the conveyor belt, shall we say. It's fitting in perfectly, isn't it?
And that shows good coaching, I think, as well. You know, that they're ready to go into that system because they're being coached so well every day in the same sort of style.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what do you think for today, mate? What's your hopes for today?
I think Fulham are one of those teams, similarly at the bottom, a bit like Sheffield United, a bit like maybe Brighton West. I don't think they're going to score that many, I think. And I couldn't believe that stat yesterday. They haven't won in 11 games, Fulham. I didn't realise. Yeah, wow.
See, old West Ham, you'd be thinking, oh, here we go, 3 points, lads.
Yeah, I'm going to go for 2-0. I think we're very difficult to score against, even to the point I've had Creswell in my fantasy team, and he's been, even if we let in the odd one, he's assisting every other game. So I think 2-0, I think.
Yeah, I think a good professional 2-0 was a good shout, mate. Yeah. I'd like to see Saeed score, though. I really do want to see Saeed get his first goal.
I think he Yeah, he needs one, but hopefully it's not affecting him too much because he
He looks better and better every game. To be fair, mate. To be fair, I think he's
I'll
looking
tell
better.
you what. One chapter closes, one opens in football, and what I was going to say, by Lingard coming in, for me, I think that's the end of Lanzini. That's the end.
Yeah, I know, mate. I know that hurt Paul because obviously that's Paul's favourite player for the channel.
Oh, right. Okay.
But yeah, I agree, mate. I think Jesse Lingard has just stepped up and gone. Okay, this is the final piece of the puzzle. And then there's a question I ask you, mate. If he is up for sale, I would say pay whatever it takes because he suits the system. He's a player that works.
I think so. And 28, like David Moyes said, he's mature now. He's not that kind of brash kind of sort of player he was a couple of years ago. And this is exactly the David Moyes thing. As you remember, I love David Moyes purely for what he's done, and people forget. And with Lingard, I think we forgot what he was. He was a regular England player. I'm looking at his top 10 goals on YouTube. He won the Charity Shield, Europa, all those trophies. And it's easy to forget, like, God, is he playing for West Ham? I mean, we're lucky to have him.
Not 100%, mate. It's a great snip, that is.
And I think he's got a year left by the time we get to the summer. So hopefully we're not talking about silly figures with him. Maybe 15, 20 will do it. Or even.
Do you think he will stay? Like, again, we're getting ahead of ourselves. We're getting a bit excited. But he was so good. He was so good on the other night.
The only thing that worries me, but I don't think he'll happen because the player is always expected to move around, in your professional life. I think he's quite close to his family. He's obviously born and bred in Manchester. He's never gone anywhere else. He hasn't got a partner, as far as I know, any children or anything. So I think London always appeals to people. And we're hopefully on the up. And he seemed to mention David Moyes a lot when he joined, saying, I know the gaffer. He knows what I'm about. He knows what makes me tick.
There's that dad-like relationship there. Give him his debut. Yeah, I'm hoping that will be a big factor of him staying.
And another thing, Luke, is, I mean, when I used to watch or even get games live and you watch these really good players or even world-class players, what you notice about them is two things. One is their movement with the ball, off the ball, and their touch. And with him, there was never any issue of that he's going to lose the ball, he's going to misplace.
He wanted it as well, didn't he? He wanted the ball, he was direct. Definitely a Manchester United thing that, you're looking to score a goal, you're looking to create a goal. That's what we need.
Yeah. And he's always making himself available, running into those pockets. Something like other people, like Antonio, is all heart, and maybe up there he's missing a little few brains.
Yeah,
but that's him. And sometimes we used to get upset with him. Oh, you've gone offside. Or why did you bump into your own player? Why did you get in the way of your colleague's shot? That's Antonio. Why did you handball it half the time you're trying to shoot? With Lingard, it's that class. And don't forget, I mean, I'm sure. Yeah, he was under Ferguson's reign, wasn't he? Because I'm not too sure now, actually.
Moyes giving his debut.
Oh, just missed
part of that youth academy of Pogba, Reva Morrison, that really good youth structure that they had there at the time.
Yeah. But I think we're lucky, and then hopefully we get him on board. And then
I think he could keep Rice there as well, mate. I think, getting someone like that sends a good message to Rice.
I was thinking something like, if Lingard came, United might say, can we have Rice?
Please. We won't think about that. We won't think about that. Last question for you, mate, because I'm going to let someone else on.
Yeah, sure, mate, yeah.
Where do you think we're going to finish now? Right here and now. What was your predictions?
Okay, I'm always quite cautious. Looking at the table, I'm going to go for 7th. And that'll mean Europa.
Be a fantastic season as well. Be a fantastic season. So let's take that away.
Get the last spot, really. And I didn't realise that the League Cup winners and the FA Cup, I knew you get into Europa, but League Cup winners also get in there. But usually it goes down to 7th spot because usually the people who win it are people like Man City already in the top.
What I would love as well, just to be the top finishing London club. How good would that be? It's just Chelsea, I think, that can catch us. I'm not worried about Spurs. Arsenal are not consistent enough. Yeah, I think we're in the clear, I think. But thanks for having me on, Luke. Yeah, mate, brilliant. Please come on again, mate. A great chatting with you, mate.
Yeah, good luck with the channel. Come on, your eyes.
See you later on. Take it easy. All right, next one on. Fat Boy FIFA. How's it going, mate?
How you doing, mate? You all right?
Not bad. I think that's not your real name.
No. It's partly real name, whatever part you decide.
Right.
What do
you want to say?
Good, mate. It's all good with West Ham at the minute, isn't it?
Oh, it's brilliant, mate. Fantastic.
It's been a long. Let's put it this way: it's been a long time coming, isn't it? Like for years and years.
Since the last game, the last game at Upton Park, you know, it's been a long, long time since we've had a good season where we can, you know, relax and look forward to the end rather than dreading every game. You know what I mean?
I'm like 34, so I've seen multiple relegations, and I've seen us like struggle. Like, but this year feels like a breath of fresh air. I think he's building something there, Moyes. I do. I think he's got something. I think he's. I think the second time round, he's got an idea and a plan, and basically the plan is coming in motion now. He's starting to get his own players in. Lingard's a good signing. I hold my hands up to everyone. I've got to eat humble pie on it, because I weren't convinced that he'd come in straight away and hit the ground there. He did. Like, and I
think no one could have predicted that, though, mate. To be honest with you, he hadn't played football for nearly 2 years, and you know, it's credit to him that he kept himself fit. To be honest, you know, came in, looked like he was super fit, could play, and sharp, didn't he?
I think what we've done, West Ham, we've bought players with a like sell-on value of like ×10. Like, I'm not like, everyone's like raves about certain players in their team, but I think one of the best players in their team is Kufal. I think he's been absolutely brilliant.
He's in there for having a year for me. I think he's been fantastic.
Yeah, I think he's. Do you know what? I rate that man highly. He come across 5.4 million. Where would we pick up a player who's that good for 5.4 million? You don't. You know what I mean? That's the only time
like his debut was against Leicester as well. We're all thinking, oh bloody hell, he's going to get torn a new one here. And
what I like about him is that he reads the game and he don't mind taking the yellow card. Clever he knows card, that. Yeah. So I think the signs are good. I think we've got to. He's turning players also like Moyes. He's turning players into like well-beats like Dawson.
Maldini, prime Maldini.
I know, mate. I called it. Yeah, like he's doing well. Like, we're doing well with the team. Like, we've got to enjoy it because we all know what we're like. We could turn Fulham today and it could all go wrong. Do you know what I mean? But the way we're playing, we look breathtaking, really.
I think you know, I'm roughly the same age as you. I'm 36. I think it's one of the best teams that I've seen. You know, looking back, like the Payet team, the Di Canio team. This is definitely one of the best teams. You know, not just an individual; it's a team, isn't it? Fantastic team. Go on, mate.
I think in 2006 we had a decent team, like in the FA Cup fight. Like,
good young team.
Yeah, like they was all coming through then. But I must admit, you are right. This team now is, when you look at each player, they've all improving massively.
They look like they've been coached, don't they? They look like they've all been coached to know what they're doing now.
Well, if you look at it, as you say, you're like a couple of years older than me. Bonner, a few years ago, we all wanted him out.
Yeah, I did, mate. I hold my hands up. I said, get rid of him. He's a pony. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. And like even Cresswell, I even said it 18 months ago. I thought he was finished after his injury. I thought, you know what,
bottling tackles, weren't he?
Yeah. So as you look at the team on paper and like the starting 11, each player sort of improved. I think the reason why Dawson looks better because he's next to a Bonner.
Yeah.
If he's next to anyone else, I don't think he would look the same. He looked a bit suspect against Villa in the first half. I must admit,
if Diop was next to him, I think that I'd be a bit nervous. If it was Diop and Dawson in defence, I'd be a bit bit nervous with that.
Definitely, 100%. I just think we look like we've got two. I've said it on different platforms and different channels. We've got two world-class central midfield players. That is, I think Souček is a world-class box-to-box midfielder. He reminds me, I don't like to say it, but he reminds me of like Frank Lampard in his palm. Do you know what I mean?
There ain't many midfielders, mate, that will bang 10 goals a season. That is prime, you know what I mean? That's, you know, people want that in their team. You know, big clubs want that in their team.
Yeah, and obviously we all know how good Declan Rice is, so we haven't really got to like even say it. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's other teams who think he's overrated, but if you was to sit there and
let him think it.
If you used to sit there and watch him, like just watch him play, forget the game, just watch what he does. He does wonderful. Like even against Villa, people were saying, "Oh, he didn't really have his best game," but he didn't have to. Souček done it all.
No, mate, yeah, but that's a good thing. They both complement each other, and I'm hoping that Lingard's like the final piece of the puzzle now for that midfield triangle. The spine is fantastic now. We've got a fantastic spine.
I think if Man United want to I think Man United might go up to about 25 million.
I'd pat, mate.
Yeah, and I think if you're prepared to go and pay 30 million, 35 million for like James Tarkowski, you should go and pay 25 million for him. He's proven. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I look at the team. When you look at the team as a whole, even Ben Rama, I've seen people like saying, "Oh, Ben Rama, he gives the ball away too much," but he's learning. You've got to give him his due. Like
he is, and I think that loan thing was a bit of pressure on him actually. You know, like now he's signed permanent. He's took that weight off his shoulders. Like, oh, they might not sign me. Do I really fancy it? He knows he's staying now, and I think. But even you have been getting better.
Even you know, Luke, right? At Palace, this like the away game at Palace, Antonio could have scored 2-3 goals, and they would have all been assisted by him. Yeah, and it's just that because we ain't got a proven goal scorer up front, who's going to knock in maybe 10-15 goals a season. Then that's the reason why he don't get the plaudits. Do you know what I mean? If he was assisting 2-3 times, then you go, you know what? Yeah, he looks quite well beaten. Do you know what I mean? But we're doing well. We're doing well. It's nice to sort of see us. How can I put it? It's nice to see us progressing for once instead of us going 1 step up, 2 steps down. And obviously, since the Boleyn, it's been down. Like how many times have we been like near enough going into the Championship? And
massively, mate.
But I think it's just the league also. The league's very.
You get it now, don't you? You seem to get them funny seasons sort of every 5 years now, where you got to take balls by the arm, get there, try and get there.
Yeah. And I think we can definitely get top 4. Like, if we play like
if everyone stays fit, I think we've got a massive chance. A massive chance.
I think what's going to sway it for us is they've all got European football. They've all got to go and play multiple games. I'm not sure how the format works with the European football because of COVID, but I think it's either a one-off game or it's like a neutral venue. So if for instance, if Liverpool or Man United have got to go and play someone from Spain or something, they've got to go and play in Germany or somewhere. Do you know what I mean? It's
I think like Liverpool got to might play their Leipzig game in like Amsterdam or somewhere like that because obviously Germany's got high COVID at the minute, isn't it? It's definitely something,
And I just think it works all in their favour. I think obviously on Tuesday night we'll know where we're heading. Like when we play at Old Trafford, like we look at it and we go, right, if we do lose, I won't be disheartened by that because I think, you know what, we've got 15 or 16 cup finals to get at best league. Yeah. Imagine that music ringing around Stratford.
Mate, it'd be unreal, mate. Honestly, I dream about it all the time. Do you know what I mean? It'd be amazing. Last question for you, mate, before I let you go. Where do you think we will finish then, mate? You know, if you had to start right here, right now, where do you think we'll finish?
I'll be disappointed if we don't finish in the top 6, if I'm honest. Like,
I agree. I think if we beat Fulham and Sheffield United and we're like sort of quite comfortable there, it'd be quite a shame to not finish in top 6.
Yeah, I think if we finish in I think with the other teams got Europe and everything, it benefits us. We're only going to be playing 1 game a week. Like they're going to be playing twice a week. And eventually it will catch up with them. You've only got to look at Leicester. They've got no Vardy. You've got Tottenham, who are doing wonderful. I mean, ain't Tottenham doing great? But,
I love it.
in Jose we trust. But I'll be. If we finish 7th, then I'll go, all right, you know what? It is what it is.
Progress.
Yeah, if we finish any lower than that, like 8th, 9th, or 10th, I'll be like gutted, really. Do you know what I mean? But
I agree.
Yeah.
Cheers for coming on, mate. Really appreciate it. You spoke very well, actually, mate. Nice to have you on. Please come on again.
No worries, Luke. You take care of yourself, mate.
Come on your ones. Take it easy. Thanks for those 2 guys for coming on. I'm going to come back in the comments there, guys. So if I do miss him, I'm going to go back. So the last comment that I missed was from Brian. Oh, there you go. Souček must be one of the. So, and then he said, would like to see Benrahma score. Today's performances are getting better and better. They certainly are. Looking for a big score today, 3 to 4-0. to help our goal difference would be great, mate. But I'll take a 2-0 professional win. But yeah, it would be good to send a message out today. You know, sort of a 3 or 4 win would really put some, you know, a statement on the board that we're there, you know, when we mean business this year. The Villa game was a great watch, possibly our best performance of the season. Yeah, that or the Leicester game. I think the Leicester game was fantastic. But yeah, in terms of professionalness, it was a fantastic performance. The Villa one last night. Not last night, in the week. No superstars, just hard workers. Yeah, but you're saying no superstars, mate. Rice is an absolute superstar. Souček is a superstar. But they've got the right mentality this time. It's the right mentality. Our consistency has really improved under Moyes. Also impressed by the amount of chances we're creating. Yep, I agree. Also, do you know what I'd love to see as well? Is actually us go the whole season without losing back-to-back games or going on a three losses like we would usually do. That would show improvement as well. And I was looking at our Premier League record. So our record wins in a Premier League season is 16. So I think we're on 11 wins now. So 5 more wins and we equal that. And we can do that. We can get them 5 wins, you know, and Moyes can come out of this season saying, yeah, I've, you know, the most wins in a Premier League season. Not the 85 season. I think the 85 season we won something like 26 matches. You know, that's, you win 26 matches nowadays, you win the Premier League. But yeah, even if we get to 16 wins or 17 wins and break that record, be amazing. But what an amazing season that would be. Sorry for that noise. Keep getting bloody notifications. So Andrew says, I'm going to read every comment, guys. So if you're new to the channel, you know me. I'll read every comment out because I love reading your comments. Andrew Fielder says, I remember when Moyes was in charge of Everton, other teams were wary of them. He's starting to get that of West Ham now. Yeah, listen, people that have watched this show for the 5 years we've been doing it, I've always said on here, I want to be like Everton. I've always said it. Everton are always that team that, you know, they have that little off season where they might finish 8th or 9th, but then they have them seasons where they push and they go 6th and they go a little bit further in the cup and they get in Europe sort of every other season. Listen, if we get to anywhere where Everton was when David Moyes left them, we are going to, you know, we're a better club and we would have progressed massively. The question marks now is that I ask you, and it come up in the pod the other day, is what if they don't offer him a new contract? Or what if he don't sign it? What if he goes, you know what, I've showed you how good I am now. Now I'm off. I'm just putting some rhetoric out there and some questions. Let me know what you think about that, guys. Brian says, if Man United did decide to let Lingard go, how much do you think we could get him for? I think the guy who's just on, you know, around that sort of 20, 25 million mark, they might be a bit stubborn if they want Rice and say, oh, we want 30, 35 million. But then I'll ask you the question, what is the price of the right player? You know, you could go and get another player for 40 million, an Anderson, a Hollah, and it not work. But then if you know that Jesse Lingard comes in for 30 million, 35 million, but you know he's going to work, is it expensive if you know he's going to work? There's a question for you guys. But let me know what you think. Let's dream of Champions League, keep our better players, and a few new additions, 4-0 today. Yeah. I bet Sullivan's actually sitting in that office thinking, oh my God, please don't let them qualify for the Champions League. It's going to cost me 40 grand every week if they get to the group stage. When I've got to pay for hotels in Barcelona and Real Madrid and bloody Spartak Prague. Wouldn't it be great if we got Spartak Prague, actually? If we got in Europe, we got to play old Tom Souček's old team. That'd be a good one. The club need to back Moyes. It's been really good for us. They should give him and the coaching staff new contracts. Certainly should. Isaac says, evening. What part of the world are you in? Evening, Luke and Jazz. It's FA Cup on Tuesday. Certainly is. There's a link again, guys. If you do want, it's actually that one because there's a hashtag. If you do want to come on and have a little chat with me, you've seen Jazz do it. You've seen, I think his name's with James. James, apologies if I've got your name wrong, mate. Having a year is going to be a tough call. It certainly is. Rice, Bonner, Souček, Soufal. if Lingard goes on and carries on the performances that he's been doing and, you know, has that level of performance to the end of the season, his name's even going to be in there. For me at the moment, if you had to say, okay, look, pick it now, it's Ogbonna all day long for me. Soufal's immense. So check them. It's so hard, actually. But yeah, Ogbonna for me. I think Ogbonna's just been immense for me. Let me know your hammer of the year so far is, or Soufal is. Humble pies, nice with sugar on. I've had to eat lots of it this season. Good. And I'm glad we can do that. Do you know what I mean? We're entitled to our opinion. You know what I mean? We're entitled to sit here and go, oh, didn't rate Moyes and Lingard. Oh, God, I'm not sure about him. But listen, there's no better feeling than when a player proves you wrong because it means West Ham are doing well. You know, Craig Dawson, when he was in that starting lineup against Everton, I was thinking, oh, God, we are going to get absolutely tucked in here. And then it was a Southampton or Everton game, I can't remember. And listen, he made us all eat humble pie that day, didn't he? Moyes has made us eat humble pie. Lingard, I wasn't. I wanted Lingard anyway, so I'm not one of the ones that had to eat humble pie on him. But yeah, long may it continue, mate. Ben Rama and Messi Lingard is a great partnership. Yeah, you could see that Lingard liked Ben Rama. You know, he knew that he was on the same wavelength. You knew he could trust him with the ball. They would share the ball together. He would find him if he made those runs. And maybe, you know, someone like Ben Rama to defend him a little bit. He's needed someone who's going to make those runs and do those little gambles for him. And it'll bring out better in him, I hope. Like I say, guys, if you want to come on, please do. Lingardinho, a hat-trick today. I love West Ham clips, guys. If you haven't seen their one from the Aston Villa game, absolute genius, that geezer. Whoever he is, he's an absolute genius. Lingard brought out the best out of other players against Villa, was especially lively linking up the play with Ben Rama and Antonio. Do you think the Lingard loan is a bigger part of a deal for Man United to get Rice? It's a possibility, mate, you know, but I do think that Ollie fancies McTominay. And listen, McTominay's not a bad player. I would say that Rice is arguably better at the moment. But, they could use it as a bargaining chip. They could say, okay, yeah, you can have him. If we were clever, we wouldn't sell him this summer. We would maybe put something in it that you can have him the summer after. I don't know. I hope it's not the case, but it wouldn't surprise me. You know, it wouldn't surprise me if Chelsea tried that with Tomori in the summer. Like, oh yeah, you can have Tomori as centre back, but then we can have first run at Declan if he does go up south. But I think if Jesse signs, I think Declan will start believing in this project. You know, if we did finish 5th or we went on in the FA Cup, for example, I think Rice would start seeing there's a plan there. You know, I know I was a bit negative when the transfer window closed, saying about not signing a striker and what sort of message that sends out to Declan. But the Lingard signing, you know, and the way he performed the other day and the way his partnership is with Souček, you know, he can maybe start seeing that project. And he knows he's going to play football at West Ham. West Ham, he plays every single week. Manchester United, does he play every week? Possibly. McTominay would be good pressure for him. Yeah, it's a good question, mate. It's a good question. I hope we don't have to discuss that. I've been waiting 41 years to see West Ham lift the cup again. Just our luck. We'll win it behind closed doors. It would be, mate, but I'll take it. Top 4/top 6 or FA Cup. For me, it's the FA Cup. FA Cup final. FA Cup win. Not FA Cup final. Win. FA Cup win. Top 4 would be incredible. It's where the money is. It's where you can attract better players. You know, it is a tough one. But, you know, to have that cup, to have those pictures, those memories, it would be an amazing moment for, you know, Declan and Mark Noble if they were both up there at Wembley lifting that trophy up. What a way for Mark Noble to retire, if he was to retire at the end of the season. Again, my only other thing with that, though, is if Declan won the FA Cup, I think he would go because he'd think, oh, am I ever going to top this with West Ham? But, yeah, top 4 would be incredible, though. I'll just go have a swig of drink, guys. Oh, I'm on the hard stuff today. Ribena. Brian Patterson says, I'd take the FA Cup win over top 4 all day long. Anyone want to come on? Come on. You know what it is? No Irish Tommy and Andy Miles must not be awake yet. If we get a penalty, who takes it? Do you know what? I was talking to my mate on the train about this. He's a big West Ham fan. For me, it's between two players for me. Cresswell, because he's got, that beautiful connection and technique, and I think he would definitely put the penalty away. Otherwise, I would probably go for Declan, mate. I think Declan's technique is understated. You see it in some of the training videos, and you see it in some of the shots that he takes. I think Declan could take the penalties. I know Antonio scored. I think it was our last penalty, actually, the one at Old Trafford. But I wouldn't trust Antonio as a penalty taker every week. I'm not sure what Ben Rama's like from the penalty spot. He seems the sort that would try the Panika penalty quite a lot, so I wouldn't fully trust him. I reckon Lingard could take a penalty. But yeah, Rice or Cresswell. What about you? Let me know what you think. We got no prima donnas or baby Bentley boys. Moyes won't have it. Yeah, hopefully Anderson goes in the summer as well. That'll raise another sort of 15 million probably to go to that 30 million that we've been promised. So that you put that with that, that's 45 million. Surely there was a little bit of budget for the summer as well. So you might be looking at 60 million. I know, wishful thinking, you're talking about David Sullivan, Luke, but there might be 60 million there in the summer. Team spirit seems as high as 86. I wish I could remember, mate. I was only like 1 year old. So obviously I don't remember that, unfortunately. Moyes has, I think, won over the fans. You don't let him go. Definitely, he's won me. He won me over a long time ago, mate. What he's done with such a thin squad. I know he likes working with a thin squad, but what he's done and how he's coached the players, massive credit to him. And that coaching, that backroom staff in general, Irvine, Piercy, Nolan. The name escapes me for the guy who does all the set pieces, the one who done it for England. But you can tell those guys are really, really well coached now. Lingard seems to have great attitude. Definitely has the quality, works hard, scores goals. I'd love to see us get him on a permanent basis, 25 million-ish. And I think the question with Jesse is would Jesse want to go? You look at that Manchester United team, they're spoiled. Pogba, Bruno Fernandes, McTominay, Greenwood. Like if you're looking for attacking roles, Rashford, Martial, Cavani, and no doubt they'll go and sign some others. That Van der Beek as well is, on the brink of sort of breaking in that team. Jesse knows, and Jesse will know that even now, he will be first name on the team sheet at West Ham. He'll play every single game. He'll score probably 10 goals a season with us. And maybe that's, at this stage of his career, maybe that's what he wants. So it'd be interesting. Sorry if I'm behind on the comments and people saying they want to come on. It's Oggy for me, Luke, at the moment. Could change, though. Definitely Oggy for me at the moment as well. Just goes to show West Ham don't need to break the bank when buying players. Anderson had proved that. Throwing money at a player is not a cert. Trust Moyes. Yeah, I agree, mate. Trust Moyes. And you only have to look at other players in the Prem. That's not just West Ham. You look at Tottenham. Some of their big signings, they've not come off. Bergwijn's not really come off. You look at Chelsea with Timo Werner and Havertz this season. They've not hit the ground, have they? I'm looking. There's loads. There were loads. Just my brain's gone a bit blank. Arsenal, Nicolas Pepe, 70 million. He's an okay player. I wouldn't say 70 million, though. So, yeah, he doesn't necessarily... Unless you're going to buy Mbappe, Neymar, Ronaldo, Messi, Haaland, these top, like world-class. There's world-class and then there's world-class. Unless you're going to buy them. But even then, Shevchenko, when he went to Chelsea, world-class, one of my favourite strikers in the world at the time, didn't work for him. Torres, Liverpool to Chelsea. At the time, one of the best strikers in the world, didn't work out for him. It's just the right scouting, the right player, the right time. Every signing's a gamble, but yeah, you don't have to break the bank to necessarily go and get the player that suits the right system. West Ham Unofficial, thanks for joining us, mate. Hi, please subscribe to his channel. doing a lot of, I believe it is you, mate, that's doing a lot of stuff with Canning Town at the moment. Really good channel. Go check him out. Just proves how far a great team spirit and hard work can get you. No egos in the team, simply amazing stuff. I love all this positivity. You know, for 5 years, apart from the last season at Upton Park, it's been so hard to be motivated to do videos. It really is. I know, and it's not being a bad fan. It's just, I don't want to be on it, and I don't want you guys sitting on here watching me going. There's a famous video of me that went out a few years ago. I think it was after the Southampton game. And it's called like the longest sigh, I think, in West Ham's YouTube. I sit there and I go, and it was like every video was just negative and just, it's just painful. Like I was trying to make reviews about a game, a group of games that we've not even had a shot on target. And I'm trying to, make it entertaining and fun. It's so hard to do. Considering this channel, we don't swear and stuff. I would love to have a proper rant and rave, but as you know, guys, I work with kids, so I can't. I've got to be a role model. I can't swear on the channel. But yeah, it's nice to be positive. It's nice to have some positivity. Hi, Jake. Get the young man on it. He can come on. The link's in the chat. Has he just come on? I'll put the link in the chat again. So if anyone wants to come on, they can. Moyes is trying to build something and change a philosophy at the club. Certainly is. What's a penalty? I don't know, mate. It'll be typical, won't it, that we're sitting around that top 4 area saying about with 10 games to go, let's think that we were, say. And then something to go around the FA like conspiracy saying, don't give West Ham a penalty, for God's sake. We don't need them finishing in the top 4. It would not surprise me. There was something from a referee that came out. I think Nicky from West Ham Fan TV put it out there, saying that they're told by certain members, not the FA, but I think it's something like the Referees Association. They're told, like, give a certain amount of corners, give a certain amount of penalties, favour the bigger teams. And, it's a massive conspiracy. It really is. If we did finish in the top 4 this season, wonder how much money would be available for Moyes. Tenner? No, I'm joking. Well, apparently there's 30 million already there. I don't think we'll get that El Nesri, though. He won a Player of the Month, didn't he, in Spain this weekend. So I think he might be slightly out of our price range in the summer. But, I expect Moyes to, at the Euros, be maybe looking at some of them gems. You always sign like one of these ones that's had a great Euros or a great World Cup. So it wouldn't surprise me if something happens there. Is Czech Republic in the Euros? Does anyone know that? Because that's another thing that frightens me a little bit. Thomas Souček could go and finish on 15 goals, for example, go to the Euros with Czech Republic, score 3 or 4 goals there, and then some serious teams are looking at him then. Do you know what I mean? We know Bayern Munich are looking at him. But yeah, if he went and had a good Euros as well, I'd be really, really nervous. Really, really nervous. Thanks, Isaac. Great show, Luke. Top 4 is the ask. The FA Cup is just 4 more wins away. Tough win, though. Tough game on Tuesday night, mate. Tough win. Kent says Paul Nevin, and Andrew says Paul Nevin. Thank you. That's a set piece guy. I wouldn't pay 25 million for Jesse. Only has 1 year left on his deal. 15 at max. Maybe what we might have to do is convince Jesse to hand in a transfer request potentially, and then obviously that would drop the price, because Manchester United won't have to give him the loyalty bonuses and things like that. I don't know whether Jesse would do that, but there might be a way of worming around that. Jake agrees, mate. Oh, I think we've got Jake in the chat now. Here we go. Here he is. Hello, Jake. Right. Nice to have you on, mate. I've got to say, mate, you're doing fantastic work on your channel, mate. It's hard work coming on here, and starting a YouTube channel, but I've got to say, mate, you're doing fantastic. You're a really good presenter, mate. Really, really good presenter.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Yeah, enjoying it because West Ham are doing well, and yeah, it's going good.
Definitely, mate. How did you find the game on the other night, Aston Villa? Did you enjoy that?
Oh, it was absolutely quality. When at Lingard, all of them, Lingard and Ben Rama linking up absolutely superbly. Just absolutely fantastic. I mean, defended well, kind of had a little slip at the end, but then Lingard went and got the third. And yeah, Lingard going to be good. I've got to admit, I'm going to hold my hands up that I wasn't the most I didn't want Lingard the most, but I'm happy he's here now.
Yeah, I think most of us, mate, were sceptical, thinking, is he going to be good? He hasn't played football for 2 years, but he showed real quality, didn't he? He showed real quality. What do you think today, mate? What's your hopes for today for the Fulham game?
Yeah. Confident, I think. So very confident, I think. Ben Rama, I think today is going to be his day. I mean, we've all said it for the last month, haven't we? But I think it's going to be his day today. Hopefully, I think I'd like to see Bowen come back in for Fredericks. That's no dig at Fredericks, because I thought he was brilliant, but I thought that was just to double up on Grealish. But yeah, I'd keep Lingard in there because obviously he's cup tied and it's his parent club for the FA Cup tie against Man United on Tuesday. But yeah, I think I keep the same team, bring Bowen in for Fredericks, and that's about it. I don't know whether he'll because I think Antonio, he's got to be rested in one of these 2 games. I think it's just which one Moyes chooses.
Yeah,
I agree. Yeah, for me, I prefer him being rested today because I really want to go at the cup. But as long as he gets rested in one, I'm not too worried.
Yeah, I'm hoping that we're sort of out of sight by like sort of 2 or 3-0 by about 60th minute. I'm hoping, and then Odebeko can come on, and we get to see Odebeko. That's what I'd really like to see, a little bit of Odebeko today. For anyone who doesn't know, Jake, I'm going to give him like a couple of minutes now to talk about your channel, mate. Say hello to everyone in the chat and tell them about your channel, mate. It's your channel for now.
Thanks, Steve. Yeah, so my channel, West Ham Unofficial, as you see, I've got my name as there. I do all the stuff that Luke does on there, previews, reviews, all of that stuff. And Thursday night I do a show talking about kind of half an hour talking about the Premier League, and then dive into West Ham for about an hour. And yeah, just do loads of cool stuff. Bring in, obviously at the moment we've got 2 games a week, so there's stuff going out pretty much every day. And yeah, so go over and subscribe.
Yeah, please do. Please go and subscribe to him. It's nice to see some young talent for West Ham out there. Last question for you, mate. Where do you think we're going to finish this year? If you had to say right now, where do you think we're going to finish?
Bringing a striker in, I probably would have been more hopeful of 6th, but I think me being kind of in my I want to go 6th, but I don't think we've got the absolute much together. 6th. I'll go 6th, but 6th, 7th is good.
It'll still be a fantastic season.
Yeah.
Right, mate. Have a good day. Hopefully, West Ham win for you, mate, and I'll come and watch your channel later. Come on, you eyes, mate.
Thanks, Luke.
See you later, mate. Take it easy. Nice to have you on. What a great lad. What a great lad. Really confident, good presenter. Reminds me of myself a little bit. Nah, he's better than me. And I'm sure he'll have like 50,000 subscribers by the end of the year. We're still waiting for bloody 4,000. We've been a channel bloody 5 years. When you have a group of players going in extra training, you're going to have a special season, definitely. And, it rubs off on other players, mate. They say it, didn't they? Soucek, Soufal were going in, and it's rubbing off on Cresswell. It's good role model for the younger players as well, to have these good professionals. But that also comes from having Nolan, Piercy, Irvine. I don't know much about Irvine's professional career, but let's say take Stuart Pearson, Kev. They were proper professionals. Yeah, they probably liked a beer at the weekend, but on the training ground, on the pitch, good characters, good mentality, worked hard, and they will definitely not accept anything less than that. So, yeah, it's just a great atmosphere and ethos around the club at the minute. So happy for Moran now went to Spurs. Oh, mate. And I love the rumours that if Mourinho got sacked, they would be looking at Frank Lampard. They've become the most hated. Like, you're just adding more fuel to my fire to hate them. You got Spurs and Fat Frank at that club. Oh, my God. Just the anger and hatred would just be even more. It'd be hilarious, wouldn't it? Yes, it is, mate. Thanks for the kind words. Yeah, great to have you on, Jake. Hopefully we'll have you on again next time I do these. I do these every now and then, and I just love doing these sort of things. Thanks for having me on, mate. Pleasure, mate. Pleasure, James, mate. Honestly, absolute pleasure. It's my pleasure talking to you lot. It's better than being stuck in lockdown and not being able to go anywhere, isn't it? I can't go down a pub and talk to anyone and play pool and, have a laugh. I've got to bloody sit indoors. If West Ham get into Europe, then my Vespa is sold. Man United know about penalties. They get one most week. They do, mate. It's a joke. Like I said, I can't stand that Bruno Fernandes. I can't stand him. I probably would like him more if it weren't the penalties, but I just can't. I can't stand good players like Grealish, for example. Grealish is fantastic footballer. Salah, fantastic footballer. When they dive, it just winds me up. You've got the ability, like Salah showed against us, you've got the ability to go around 4 or 5 players and curl it in the top corner. You don't need to dive as well. I can't stand it. I hate it, hate it, hate it. One thing I give, like my favourite player in the Premier League is Kevin De Bruyne. You don't see Kev throwing himself around. Do you know what I mean? Kev is one of the most honest players out there. And that's why I like him more than Bruno Fernandes and players like that. Because Kev is just unbelievable. He don't cheat. But unless someone has seen something different to me, you know, that's a real player for me. Kevin De Bruyne, David Silva, you know, players like that. He sort of had a dig at the owners in the press conference for not offering him a new deal. He could be off to make a point to those idiots. Again, mate, it would not surprise me. I hope he doesn't. I think he believes in the project at West Ham. I think he will know that the fans, you know, are on side and they're backing him and they like what they're seeing. So, yeah, interesting stuff. Mike says, yes, Czech Republic are in Wales' group, so that would be brilliant. Go on, young Jake. Definitely. Great lad. Czech Republic are in the Euros in a group with Scotland, England. Oh, they do play England as well. Imagine that. Rice and Souček going against each other. That's going to be fantastic. What is that? Oh, I can't wait now. I'm going to get a Rice shirt as well for the World Cup, Euros. I'm going to get a Rice shirt. Once I know Rice's number, because his number changes from 16 to 4 and things like that, I think, yeah, once Rice gets his official number, I'm going to get an England shirt with Declan Rice on the back. You know, it's rare that we get the opportunity, you know, an England player going to a tournament, and I certainly wouldn't have had Matthew Upson on the back of my shirt. West Ham, the next generation. Good on you, Jake. Definitely, mate. Good on him. Takes a lot of bottle to go on YouTube. It does. It takes a lot of bottle, especially at a young age as well. You know, there are some horrible people out there that just criticise and give horrible comments and stuff like that. You know, to go on there even at my age, you know, you've seen it. You guys who watch the channel have probably looked through the comments recently. There's someone at the moment who is a serial disliker. So every video I put out, they dislike, and it's like, what do you get out of that? And the thing is, it's true. I see Ryan and that talking about it last night on West Ham Fan TV. The sad thing is with the human brain is you concentrate on the negative. I forget that there's 73 likes and 28 positive comments because there's that one that just gets under my skin. I know it's just something. Listen, all I ask, if you dislike the video, you've got every right to dislike any of my videos and like my videos. But if you dislike, tell me why. Because then I can try and improve the quality and improve the content. You know, and if it's you dislike it because you disagree with an opinion, put it in the chat, you know, because it encourages conversation. Don't just dislike and leave it. Like, give me some feedback. I'm a big man. You know what I mean? I can take the constructive criticism, but don't just put the dislike and then not leave anything. Thanks for having me on, Luke. Yeah, and I'll definitely have you on again, mate. And I'm, you know, would love to come on your show as well, mate. It'd be great to come on one day. When you're playing games thick and fast, you don't have to train that much. I think it's working for us. Yeah, obviously play the game, train maybe one day, rest the day. Yeah, and you know what? You can go on a really good run because those games are coming thick and fast. Thanks for everyone on today. You know what? I'm just going to keep going because I'm really enjoying it today. Alan Irvine had a good career and he's a really good coach. Thanks, Kent. Kent, you can always trust Kent, you know, to come up with these great stats and stuff. Once you have enough West Ham fans to have a good chat, that's always enough subscribers, I would think. Definitely. Listen, the problem is if you get too many subscribers, the chat goes too massive. And then it's very hard to read out every single comment because you're getting like, God knows, like 700 comments a show. Like it would be impossible for Hammers Chat and West Ham Fan TV to read out every single comment. And, you know, I want to get bigger as a channel. Of course I do. Look, I'm not going to sit here naively and say that I would love to be a bigger channel. And it's not even for, you know, financial gain because there's not much financial gain in YouTube unless, you know, you're hitting 1 million subscribers and you're hitting sort of, I don't know, 300,000 views a month, a number that we're never going to hit. But it's more to just open that community up. We've met some nice people and talked to some nice people. I don't know any of you personally. I've not met any of you personally. The only person I've ever met from YouTube are the West Ham Fan TV boys. Gonzo and Gio I've met. And I met JP, and I've met Jay from Hammer and Talk, if you remember him. But yeah, it's just nice. And if you guys ever do see me over West Ham when we go back, please come and say hello. Please come and say hello. You know, I'm not a horrible person. Did you hear that Haller can't play in Europe as he didn't get registered? Someone's getting sacked at Isaac. Yeah, well, that's a massive cock up, that, isn't it? That's a massive, massive cock up. Sound like Spurs would go and sign Arnie and Pyatt as well, just to be top notch. That we can hate them even more. That'd be brilliant, wouldn't it? Rice versus Souček, that will be tasty. It certainly will, mate. May just chuck Rice on Ireland top just to feel a bit of international success. Don't give the haters airtime, Luke. You're feeding them if you do that. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just putting it out there because I liked what what's his name? Oh God, it's gone. What's his name? The guy from West Ham Fan TV. What's his name? Not Nicky, the other guy, Ryan. What Ryan was saying last night. I just wanted to give my opinion on that. But yeah, listen, that's the last I say on the negative ones. You only look 20, Luke. 20? I wish I looked 20, mate. I'm 36. Look at the hairline. Bloody hell, I'm just about saving it. It's getting further and further back every day I wake up. If you don't like it, don't watch. Simple. Yeah, don't like the channel, don't like West Ham, don't like what I'm saying, don't watch it. Sorry, Wales do Czechoslovakia in the World Cup qualification group. What is your opinion on Diop? I thought he was going to develop into a big part of the team. What do you think has happened? I would have liked him to have gone on loan, personally, Rob. I quite like the idea when it was being touted that he may go on loan. I don't know. He's been a bit unlucky. And it's just, you know, when he has come back in, he hasn't looked good. He hasn't looked what he looked like, you know, in that Tottenham game and the Manchester United games when Mourinho was calling him a monster and how have we missed him. He's looked a bit Bambi on ice the couple of times he has played, I have to say. So he could argue that he's fourth choice centre-back now. Ogbonna picks himself. Dawson is obviously second at the minute. Balbuena third. And then Diop's fourth choice. And does he want that? And, you know, it's one of them. And it's a funny one because I think there's a player in there. I think if he got a run of games next to Ogbonna, he probably would, you know, go on and be really good. But if a decent offer came in the summer, I don't think I would turn it down, to be honest with you. Let me know what you guys think. What do you think happened to Proctor after he dropped the garbage can lid in front of everyone at the Blue Oyster Bar? They didn't show what happened, but what do you speculate occurred? Proctor. I don't know that one, mate. Sorry, I'm not sure what you. Don't think I've read that one, mate. I do apologise. How's the team's lessons going, mate? Has the team's lessons? What's that one? I don't know, mate. So apologies. I think you mean positive Pat, genius. Diop still has plenty of time, and I think there's a future for Diop as well. We have aging centre backs, so I'd keep. Yeah. You got Baptisto coming through. Looks like, you know, a real unit of a geezer, doesn't he? Alessi's gone on loan to get some experience. So, yeah, you know, it's fair play. I think Diop got complacent and stopped fighting for his place to develop into a player that he could. Agree. And Ben David says it's a Police Academy reference. What do you think of Rocky 4 being redone? Really? Is he really going to do it? Is he going to do that? I love Rocky films. Listen, Rocky 1 in my top 10 films of all time. So it'd be interesting to see that being done. You can ask me anything now, guys, as well. Listen, because I'm going to wrap up soon. I've been going for an hour. So yeah, ask me anything. Let's have some fun. Your channel and all the others help us ECPAC to still feel in touch. And I thank you for that. That's touching, mate. Thank you for that. It's thank you for watching, mate. Listen, I do it for love. I do it for the love of the channel now. And for those of you who don't know, me and Paul is my best pal. Do you know what I mean? He best man at my wedding. And he doesn't live in England no more. He lives in Belfast. So I haven't seen him actually in person since my wedding day 2.5 years ago. You know, so really YouTube is me and Paul having our weekly chat to see each other. And that's what it gives us. Do you know what I mean? When we first started it was a bit, oh yeah, let's try and get big. Let's have some subscribers, try and become, you know, the 3rd biggest West Ham channel. But, you know, now we do it for the fun and that we can talk to each other. He's recutting the original film to make it even better. Huh. Great show. Keep it up. I will do. Come on, guys. Ask me anything now. Ask me anything. Go on. Who would be your top 3 dream interviews if you could get them on? What are we saying? Are we saying footballers, film stars, musicians, dead, alive? Or should we do some different categories? Right. Ex-West Ham. Paolo. Julian, I'm actually talking to at the minute on... I was talking to his wife actually on Twitter the other day. We're hoping to get him on actually in a few shows' time. It'd be great to interview him. West Ham. I don't know. Like from my era, I would love to interview Joe Cole and people like that. Some of them youngsters around that time. Actors: DiCaprio, Pacino, De Niro. You know, goes without saying. Females, Scarlett Johansson, absolutely love that woman. Margot Robbie. Who's in my top 3 at the minute? I quite like Rita Ora as well. So yeah, she'd probably be in there as well. Dead people, Freddie Mercury. Would love to interview him. Absolute legend. Bobby Moore. And then there's boxers. I was in touch with random one. It really wouldn't have suited the format of the show purely because he's not a West Ham fan. But I was in touch with people like Johnny Nelson was close to coming on the show, but then you know it wouldn't have worked. Nigel Benn, absolutely love Nigel Benn. Would love to interview Nigel Benn. I believe he's a West Ham fan as well, Nigel Benn. So you know if anyone knows him, give him a shout. Yeah, like. Loads. Ronnie O'Sullivan's one of my heroes as well. I know he's a real big Marmot character, but I absolutely love Ronnie O'Sullivan. Would love to interview Ronnie O'Sullivan. But yeah, there's loads. There's loads, mate. Absolutely loads. It's very hard to pick up a 3. Set me up for the day. Thank you, Luke. Cheers, Andrew, mate. Appreciate that. Yo, Guy, how are you? I'm good, bro. What tactics do you think Moyes will employ against Manchester United in the Cup? Hopefully some lessons learned from the Liverpool game. Go for it. Go for it, you know. Show them respect, but don't... I think TalkSport summed it up quite nicely, actually. I hate TalkSport, but I think they summed it up nicely. West Ham lost that game before a ball would even be kicked, just purely with what was coming out and the way we set up and just, yeah, we can't play like that again. I would rather us lose 4-0 and we've gone for it and had a go than play like we did the other night and just be really disappointed and deflated, especially when they went and lost to Brighton as well. You know, it just showed that we're better than Brighton. And, you know, if we would have gone for it a bit more, I think we could have, you know, and the corners as well, you know, don't do nothing silly. Put the balls in when we play against Manchester United. We get a corner, put it in. It's our best chance of scoring if it becomes a game of possession. So, yeah, that's all I can say for that one, Brian, mate. Thanks for the question. Dalek said he's just woke up. Welcome to the world, mate. Kent, you would be one. Best away day. Best away day. There's 2, mate. There's 2. I'll say my first away day first. So my first ever away day was Coventry. We won 3-0, I believe. Kent will probably know the score. Joe Cole scored. I think Di Canio and Canute, I'm going to say, scored. And I think Robbie Keane was playing for Coventry then. That was an amazing day because it was my first ever away game. But that's not my best. That's not my best. I'm just saying that's my first. My best, there's 2. Like I said, there's 2. And it's hard to say which one's the best. Manchester United, FA Cup, Paolo Di Canio, 16 years old. we beat the best Manchester United team that there's been for decades. You know, Beckham, Giggs, Keane, York, Cole, Sheringham, Solskjaer, all of them, Stam, Schmeichel. Unbelievable day. 10,000 West Ham fans there, singing all the way there, singing all the way home. Unbelievable. But I think, listen, a close first or joint first, Tottenham 3-0 away. Unbelievable. I thought my head was going to explode. The noise, the atmosphere. Listen, when Ravel Morrison scored that goal, just wow. Like, you know what I mean? It was like he had arrived and, you know, we didn't know what was going to happen with what happened with Morrison happened. But, you know, that day was just unbelievable. Unbelievable day. Unbelievable day. Each week throws up a new surprise for us West Ham fans. I still think we get some exciting weeks ahead of us. Yeah, I agree, mate. Totally agree. You know, the Tottenham game's coming up soon as well. It's always a good one. Dalek. West Ham alive. West Ham alive. Okay. I think I said it, didn't I? Di Canio, Joe Cole. And probably Trevor Sinclair. I used to love Trevor Sinclair. Or even like Shaka Rizlot, perhaps someone like that. You know, I did love Big Shaka. Do you love Doctor Who? Not really. I can't say I ever watched it. I'm not into me sci-fi, to be honest with you. I'm not a big sci-fi fan. Kent says mine would be Dix. But Billy Pons, yeah. Ince, Di Canio, and I know it's for. What about Big Trev as well? Big Trev, such a lovely geezer, wasn't he? Triple H wrestlers, yeah. Why didn't I say wrestlers? Wrestlers, yeah. My favourite wrestlers: Undertaker, Stone Cold, The Rock. The Rock would be in there as like one of the top 5, like that. I would love to interview anyway because he's such a great guy. Kieran says Forest Skate Boy, Nigel Benn. Yeah, I love Nigel Benn. My favourite boxer of all time, Nigel Benn. Absolutely love him. The game is live on TalkSport today, certainly is. And the Manchester United game is on BBC, guys, for those of you who don't know. The short corner routine needs to be shut. It does. It's so frustrating because we've got such good quality from the corners. We don't need to do that crap. And we always get caught with it. We always get caught some, like, leads to a goal, a crap short corner routine. Just get a bloody ball in and get them big lads to attack it. Dark blue away kit at Coventry. Look, yeah. What a game! What a game! I just remember us all singing Cole, not Cole, Joey Cole, always believe in your soul. What a great day! Do you think we'll get Jesse in the summer if Moyes wants him? I hope so. I think Moyes has a big influence on him. I think Jesse might see him as quite like a fatherly figure. You know, give him his debut. Moyes will be saying all the right things to him as well. You're the best player at this club. I'll make you the best player. We'll build a team around you. You're going to be playing every single game. You're going to score loads of goals for us. You're going to assist loads of goals for us. So hopefully, mate, we can pull something off. Right, I'm not going to go for much longer, guys, because I have talked for a long, long time today, but I really enjoyed the show. My best, was the semi-final replay at Ellen Road against Everton. What a great one. Great picture as well. I love that picture. That's in your profile there. That's one of my favourite pictures of all time, that picture. My best away ground is Newcastle away. Bournemouth away, always good. Bournemouth, yeah, grounds like Bournemouth, no. Remind me of, like Old Upton Park, like that really like proper old football stadium. I love it. Favourite West Ham shirt ever? I'll do a top 3 and in no particular order because I can't say there's a favourite, but there's a top 3 that I love. Last one at Upton Park, purely because of what it means. The 95 centenary kit, because that's the first kit I ever had. And Paolo Di Canio's feeler kit, the one with the blue on the shoulder, just because it's Paolo, and Paolo's my favourite player of all time. So, yeah, them 3. Lanzini is best at corners. Dodek best at scoring them. Suchek. You did correct yourself. Who would you sell to raise funds in the summer? Anderson, I think, is out the door. I think you could argue that Diop potentially could go if you think that Moyes doesn't fancy him. If Lingard comes in, you probably would be looking at getting Lanzini out the door. because then we'd have, Fonels, Lanzini and Lingard. I think who else? Yeah, apart from that, I wouldn't sell much else, mate. Yeah. And Kieran says, thanks, Luke. Have to go to bed now to get up for 3 a.m. Yep, good lad. Cheers for joining us, mate. Please join next time. I'd love Paolo Di Canio. I've got the Paolo Di Canio book. Do you want him? I would love him. I would love Paolo, mate. Love him. Never met him. I've seen him, and I've been this close to him on about 3 occasions, but never actually been like, oh, hi, Paolo. On the last ever game at Upton Park, he did say back to me, because I went, Paolo, can I have your autograph? And he went, oh, I've got things to do with Sky. That's the only interaction I've ever had with God. Do you know what I mean? Fila Di Canio, Argentina away shirt, and Ichu and blue away shirt. Ichu and blue? Ichu. That's a nice colour. I'm not sure what that colour is, mate. International shirts. I think if we're talking international shirts, you've got to love the Brazil shirt. The yellow shirt is just, iconic football, and it just a beautiful shirt. I love England Euro 96 shirt. I think that's a beautiful shirt. I love the England. Is it the 1980s one, or that's sort of they sort of redone it as a training top for England in the last World Cup? That was a really nice top. That was. You will see him at the London Stadium one day. I hope so, mate. I'd love to have a photo with him. I would love to have a photo with Paolo. Really, really would. Anything else, guys? I'm going to give you like another 5 minutes to ask me anything. I'll put that on there now. Send in your questions. Anything, absolutely anything now. Either ors. Actually, that's the wrong one. I want to put that one on. There we go. Ask me anything. Go on. Ask me anything. Southgate was watching Villa. Maybe he will recall Jesse for England. Yeah, maybe. If it continues, mate, the form, he may think, oh, actually, him and Declan together, they're playing at the same club. They understand each other. So, yeah, it would be nice. 2 seconds. I have a photo. So I've had my photo done with Paolo. I spoke to him before. Beige and blue away. Luke away. Away, Luke. Why does the BBC hate us so much? I don't know, most pundits hate us, mate, I think. Barring the actual West Ham ones. Cole, like Joe Cole, Colton Cole. Trevor Booking back in the day obviously was so iconic as a match of the day one. They just don't like us spoiling the apple cart, They don't want to be talking about West Ham getting up there. And it's not just West Ham. They don't want to be talking about any club that's outside that Sky Sports top 6. And the only reason Leicester get a bit more coverage is because of Gary Lineker. But, even when we did beat Villa in a week, it wasn't Lingard, the West Ham player, what a fantastic player in West Ham. It was Lingard, the Manchester United player, who's on loan. Let's talk about Manchester United. It always turns out that, the rhetoric always changes. I would like to see him get Bowen for England as well. He needs to get a bit more consistent with his his decision making, Bowen, to get in there. And there are some fantastic players, that England have got on the wing. Sterling, Grealish. I'm a massive, massive Foden fan as well. I think Foden's the best England player out there at the minute, like young player. Grealish is the most skillful, but I think Foden is the best footballer that England possess, potentially. Moyes keeps on commenting on Benrahma's decision-making, but what have you made of Fonel's and Bowie's decision-making? Oh, what a great question. That I was just sort of talking about it there, wasn't I? Bowen, really greedy for me sometimes. He reminds me of Bellamy a lot, Bowen. Very similar style, but his decision-making can be so frustrating. Another one, I think, desperate to get goals, desperate to really put his mark on a team, and then sometimes just, that pass is just that little bit too late or that little bit too early. Something they all need to work on a little bit. Benrahma and Bowen and Fonels, it's something they all need to work on to really be top players. Even though I'm late to the party and I trust you all well. Certainly are, mate. Beige and blue away kit. mid-90s. I meant predictive text. That was a very nice kit, mate. Very nice. Where was Noble? I think he was partying at home on Wednesday. I hate Grealish to cheat. I like him as a footballer, but as a person, can't stand him. Like in terms of the diving and all that stuff. But as a footballer, you can't deny him. Listen, you'd pay money to go and watch someone with that ability and that skill. You know. Still morning down. Foden better than Grealish. He is. I love Foden. You know, you can see he's got that ability to go on and probably reach the same sort of heights that David Silva did. You can tell he's learned a lot from David Silva, the way he floats, the way he just seems to pick up the ball in little pockets. The goal he scored against us, real quality, real quality. You know, I really like as well, actually. I really like that Mason Greenwood at Manchester United as well. What a player. Fantastic finisher, absolute fantastic finisher. England got some really good players, really exciting players. England have got, I have to say, there's some fantastic players that have been coached really well recently. West Ham versus Spurs, 21st of February. Can't wait to stick it to them. Would be great, wouldn't it? But just hope that Kane's not back for that game, because apparently Mourinho said that he's targeting that game to come back for. So hopefully that's not the case. Right. Anything else, guys? Very quickly. Anything else? I'm literally going to wrap it up in about 2 minutes. 2 minutes. How many winners does Sufo have in his pocket? Losing count. What a player. And I love all the stuff that he's been putting on, on Instagram and stuff like that, that he's a psycho, but he's a really nice guy. But when he gets on that pitch, he's a psycho. I love the fact that he pulled Fredericks off, in that 90 minutes. The team you're playing, they're your enemy. None of this lovey stuff. I can imagine Roy Keane would have loved that. If Roy Keane was doing the punditry for that game, he would have gone, yeah, I like that. I like that he did that. And, and it's true. On the pitch, you need to create that fear factor and that, I'm enjoying this. I'm enjoying doing you. I'm enjoying you. Do you think Souček is worth like 50 million? Easy, mate. I think the starting price for him would be around the 40 to 45 million pound mark, because he's a proven goal scorer in the Premier League. He's a proven goal scorer internationally. He's a threat in both boxes in terms of he does his shift defensively. He's super fit athletically. Yeah, mate. If Bayern Munich were coming in for him, if we had good owners, If let's say, for example, if Souček was at Leicester, Souček would not leave Leicester City for less than 50 million or 45, 50 million. And that is it. That's the price. Where West Ham, or Sullivan, should I say, seems to anything over 25 million. And he's, he gets squeaky bum. Like, 25 million that can go into my bank account. And that's the problem. We haven't got stubborn owners. We can sit them and slate Tottenham all we want, but their owner, Daniel Levy, is one of the best owners for being stubborn and getting players at the right price and selling at the right price. And we need to be like that. Hopefully we don't sell him. But, if it does come the case that we sell him, it needs to be at the right price. Because I'm telling you now, you are not going to get lucky again with an 18 million signing like that. It's the same with Dimitri, weren't it? Dimitri was 12 million. You are not going to go out and buy a Dimitri Payet level player for 12 million now. And and we didn't replace him. We didn't replace Dimi. Moyes is the best for the young ones. He turns players into pros. Definitely. Don't run, don't play. Great mantra. And I love that. Anyway, guys, I think I shall wrap it up there, because I have been talking for a bloody long time. I've really enjoyed it. I've enjoyed everyone that's come on the show today. Big thank you to Jazz. Big thank you to James. And big thank you to young Jake, I think it was. I do apologise if I got your name wrong, mate, from West Ham Unofficial. Massive thank you. Such a shame that like Andy and Irish Tommy weren't on today, because they would have come on as well. But yeah, I was trying to start doing some more of these, because it's good. It's good to have interaction with you guys. I really enjoy talking to you lot. Please hit the like button if you haven't already, guys. And if you've stayed, all the time, drop some comments in and stuff like that. Share these videos with your mates, tell them about the Free Hammers. I've renamed the channel as well. I've renamed it to West Ham Free Hammers, purely because I noticed that sometimes the channel can be missed because not a lot of people, when you type in on YouTube, you don't type in Hammers, you type in West Ham. So hopefully our channel comes up a bit more in searches for people that are looking for the show. And I know it can be slightly missed with the name, so hopefully that helps. Brian says, great show. Thanks, mate. Thanks for all the support. Thank you all for the support, guys. Enjoy the game today. I'll be back with a review after the game, either tonight or tomorrow. Yeah, and any ideas for videos, guys, drop it in the comments or drop it in this chat, because the chat will still run for a little while after I've gone off. But until next time, guys, come on, you eyes. Keep believing. Let's get them 3 points today and solidify ourselves in that top 4. Support the team, not the regime. Let's go.